Hold up. Stop everything you're doing. Yes, you, with a double shot espresso in one hand and your phone in the other. What if I told you there's a combo out there that might just make you the most focused, productive human being on the planet? We're talking about the ultimate power duo for energy and laser-like focus. Drumroll, please. Nicotine and caffeine. Yep, you heard that right. But before you start planning your next trip to the store, let's dive into this bizarre combo that's got everyone talking. Oh, and a little bit of science too. Now, I know what you're thinking. Nicotine? Really? Isn't that the stuff in cigarettes that everyone's been telling us to avoid since forever? And you're absolutely right. But hey, the internet loves a shocking headline, so let's explore why some people think this combo might just be the secret to superhero-level productivity. Spoiler alert, it's not. But stick around because we're about to have some fun with this. Alright, let's break it down. Caffeine, you know it, you love it. It's the magical substance in coffee, tea, and those energy drinks that give you wings. It works by blocking something called adenosine, which is basically the brain's way of telling you, yo, it's nap time. When caffeine steps in, your brain's like, nap? Who needs a nap? I've got things to do. And boom, you're more awake, alert, and ready to conquer the world. Fun fact, around 90% of the world's population consumes caffeine in some form. Yeah, it's pretty much the world's favorite legal drug. And then there's nicotine. This one's a bit more controversial. Nicotine is found in tobacco and, more recently, in products like e-cigarettes and patches. It's a stimulant too, but it's got a darker reputation. Nicotine gives your brain a hit of dopamine, making you feel good, focused, and ready to tackle that to-do list. Sounds great, right? But there's a catch. We'll get to that in a minute. So what happens when you combine caffeine and nicotine? Together, they create what some people swear is the ultimate productivity hack. Caffeine keeps you awake and alert, while nicotine gives you that extra focus boost. In theory, it sounds like a match made in heaven. Some even say it's like a 1-2 punch that turns you into a productivity machine. But let's not get too carried away. Here's where things get real. While it's true that the combo can give you a temporary boost in focus and energy, there's a downside, a big one. Nicotine is highly addictive, like can't live without it addictive. And it's not just your brain that gets hooked, your body does too. Over time, you'll need more and more to get the same effect, and that's a slippery slope, my friends. Studies show that nicotine addiction can develop in just a few weeks, especially when combined with something as common as caffeine. And here's the kicker. While you might start off feeling like a productivity superstar, the long-term effects are far from glamorous. We're talking increased heart rate, high blood pressure, and even a higher risk of heart disease. Not so ultimate, after all, huh? Let's talk numbers, but make it fun. Alright, time for some numbers, but don't worry, I promise this won't be boring. Did you know that more than 70% of smokers say they wish they could quit, and yet only about 7% succeed without help? That's like saying out of 100 people who want to quit, only 7 make it. That's like, if your favorite coffee shop had a 7% success rate at making your latte right, you'd probably find a new spot, right? Now let's talk caffeine. On the flip side, over 90% of adults consume caffeine daily. And get this, it's considered safe up to 400 milligrams a day. That's about 4 cups of coffee. So if caffeine was a college course, most of us would have a PhD by now. But here's the catch, too much caffeine can lead to jitters, anxiety, and that dreaded 3 p.m. crash. You know, the one where you're staring at your screen and all you can think about is your couch. So while caffeine benefits are real, moderation is key. The negatives. Let's get real. Okay, time for the serious talk. While we've had some fun with this whole ultimate combo idea, the truth is that nicotine is no joke. It's one of the most addictive substances out there, and it's linked to a bunch of serious health issues like lung disease, cancer, and heart problems. Not to mention, using nicotine to boost productivity can backfire big time. You might start off feeling great, but as tolerance builds, so does the need for more. And suddenly, you're not just drinking coffee, you're relying on nicotine too. And let's not forget the mental health aspect. Nicotine withdrawal can cause irritability, anxiety, and even depression. So while it might sound like a cool idea to hack your productivity with this combo, the long-term negatives far outweigh the short-term benefits. The bottom line, is it worth it? So, what's the final verdict? Can nicotine and caffeine really make you a productivity superhero? Sure, for a little while. But here's the thing. The risks just aren't worth it. There are plenty of other ways to boost your focus and energy without diving into the deep end of nicotine addiction. Think about getting better sleep, eating a balanced diet, and maybe even taking a walk in the sunshine. You'll feel better, and you won't have to worry about the long-term consequences. Call to action. Keep it healthy. Before we wrap up, a quick disclaimer. This video is all about exploring bizarre and shocking information. We're not promoting nicotine use or suggesting you try this combo. Your health is way too important for that. So if you're looking to level up your productivity, stick to the healthy stuff. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Now, if you found this video as eye-opening as that first sip of coffee in the morning, make sure to hit that like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more wild health topics that'll keep you thinking. Until next time, keep it healthy and stay focused. Just maybe skip the nicotine, okay?